My business is called the Albert Academy. It's a it's a music school where I contract instructors and throughout Central Florida, and we're actually moving up towards North Florida how to teach children and young adults music of all kinds. I've always loved music. I've had a kinship with it growing up. It was something I started when I was, 12 years old. And from there, it just grew. I played in bands all through high school, all through college, all through everything else. It was actually during college that I discovered that this is something I rationally could do. I got this gig through a band at Nighthon where we got to play in front of 1,000 people. It was a really cool experience. But afterwards, someone approached me and they said, "Hey, you're a good drummer. Could you teach?" And I've never thought about teaching before. So I considered it, and then I ended up giving this guy just personal lessons for 4 or 5 months or so. And it gave me the confidence to think maybe I could do this, so I started teaching other people. And basically that was just something I did to get me through college. I took on like 3 or 4 clients per semester, and it was just something to help pay the bills. And then through that I learned that it was something that maybe I could do, and it fits with my passion and my purpose that I have always thought about was, music. So going through college, when I started considering this as like a valuable option, I contacted a buddy I met through playing shows named Charles Woody, and asked him if he thought it was a good idea. He thought it was awesome. It was a little bit off from what he does. He's a show promoter, but basically the advice he gave me is number one was make friends everywhere you go. You can never have enough connections, and I realized that's actually a really good idea, so I kind of take that along with me. The second idea and piece of advice he gave me was never stop playing, which is the one I hold closest because I still give lessons, I still teach, I still play in my band. So, and at the end of the day, it's one of the things that keeps me in this field and keeps me interested and keeps me wanting to teach and help and everything. So his advice, it meant a lot to me, and I still carry it with me today. So the important part of drums is timing. Everything drum-wise is all about how well you can keep time. And the most important limb on your body is going to be your left foot. For that exact reason, you need to be able to keep time. So when you're playing, it's important to keep time with that left foot. If you're playing in 4/4, every 2, you step, 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 step. So when you play that beat, so start playing 4s in the hi-hat, go. Valencia, I got through textbooks, lab fees included, about 6,000, I would say, and then I used direct connected myself to UCF, and UCF, the business school, is a little more. It costs around 14,000. So I got out of college completely paying a little over 20,000 total. I was at Valencia when I started this, so I was just doing that, and then I was undecided as far as my major, and I thought, I knew I wanted to do something with music, but I didn't know what major would help get me there, and the obvious choice was like an arts degree of some kind. But I figured I've been a musician all my life, so I have that side down, but I don't know business. So I finished up with Valencia, and then I got into UCF's business school, and there's just so many resources that helped get me through there. The direct connect was beautiful. I got right in. And from there I just took all those business classes, and they taught me how to start a small business. And it was around the end of my junior year that I made my first hire through the Albert Academy. And after that, it just started growing, and then by the time I was out of college, it was me and 3 other guys, and it was just band stuff. We taught guitar, drums, and bass. And since then it's grown. I have 12 instructors. I actually just hired my 13th one today. And we teach everything classical music. I have pianists. I have all things horns and woodwind for marching bands for younger kids who are growing up in the marching bands and need extra help. I have people who do that in the Central Florida area. And our goal is to get up through North Florida. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, and I have some ties there, so I think I can start growing that way, and we'll see what goes from there. But as of right now, yeah, it all started in college. Now make sure when your hands are up like this, the one thing you want to do, the one thing you're going to want to do is make sure this finger, it's loose like this. These are the tightest 2 fingers. Okay. Everything else is fairly loose. So that when you hit, you're kind of getting a little bit of movement. You want that. Don't be afraid of that. Obviously, I'm not as hands-on as I was when I first started, when it was just me. But I still do give weekly drum lessons. I take on any 4 to 5 clients a week. I'll give lessons every day. And also, I sit in on a lot of my instructors' lessons. just to make sure that what I'm giving out is top notch. It's what the people pay for. So in that respect, I'm pretty hands-on. I still give a lot of drum lessons. I give one today actually in about an hour or so, and then Thursday, Friday I give lessons as well. And it just depends on the time of day. If I have the time, I'll take on another client. If I'm busy in the books, if I'm busy running the business, then I won't take as many. I won't give as many lessons. But I really try to, because it's my favorite thing to do. Playing drums is my absolute favorite thing to do. And if I can tell and if I can help somebody learn to do that, that's what makes me feel good. And originally it's what I got into this for. I love to play, and teaching is a lot of fun and it's very rewarding. So when I can do it, I absolutely love to do it.